Pack your bags and grab your boots. It's time to hit the road with the Ag Travel.
If you've ever been to California's wine country, you know why people come from all over to visit. Some of the world's best wine and food wrapped in an incredible atmosphere. But for those of you wanting a more interactive wine experience, consider touring the Napa Valley like you never have before. Lance Armstrong's motivation was the yellow jersey, but here in Calistoga, for me, it's getting to the next wine tasting. For nearly 18 years, Randy Johnson has been leading visitors through the Napa Valley by bike, kayak, and foot. His company, Getaway Adventures, is totally homegrown. All of their guides are natives to the area, and they know their way around a trail and a winery or two.
Today we are doing our most popular trip, Sip and Cycle, basically a combination of wine tasting, sightseeing, and cycling, all in one day. It's not a epic pace. It's designed for easy cruising. We're doing probably 16 miles total, 4 or 5 wineries, a good lunch in between, lots of rest stops. We see things. It's really designed for the casual cyclist, somebody that really wants to enjoy the area.
Sip and Cycle offers day tours from March 1st through November 30th when the weather is best.
Red is my wine.
Yeah, me too. And let me tell you, a fabulous picnic lunch after a few hours on the bike with the incredible Calistoga landscape as a backdrop makes this workout worth it. There we go.
Whoa,
ready to go wine tasting. Woo! Do it! As Francis Tomacruz and husband Jonas Ruiz found out, it's one thing to see wine country, it's another thing to really feel it.
There's no other way. You're just one with the environment. In a car, you just pass through and you just see things, but you don't really feel it. But on a bike, you just smell everything, feel the air. It's just so different.
It's really nice being on a bike because we would go to wineries, with a car, and you don't really find these places, like this, and we love it. I mean, I think this is the most, we really immersed ourselves, I guess is the best way to put it.
Figured out quite a nice gig for yourself. Look at the benefits.
Well, my business card reads professional wine taster, so tell you what, that's the payoff for me.
Johnson's business card should also say teacher. His bike tours include sharing his love of the land and his knowledge of viticulture.
See right here, there's like a growth spur. There's another growth spur right here. So that keeps it from becoming like a big tree.
A sort of wine 101, using what else? A vineyard as his classroom.
And what you're looking at behind us is this smudge pot. The smudge pot is simply a tool, one of the many tools they use to help control frost problems.
Sip and Cycle is a fun way to hit the road if you've got a thirst for knowledge, good wine, and don't mind working up a little sweat. It's a little guilt-free kind of wine tasting because you get a little bit of a workout in between.
You get a pretty good workout, actually.
Okay, now we like me where you thought you're actually sipping while you're cycling.
Not quite. Probably wouldn't make it home in one piece.
Just a few of the wineries you'll visit along the way: Bennett Lane Winery, Envy Estate Winery, and Chateau Montelena. And if you're looking to extend your trip and maybe rest your sore feet, head over to Childs Valley, where there is a beautiful bed and breakfast called Rustridge Ranch and Winery. It's also a racehorse ranch.
So at first when they get here, they don't know what to do because all of a sudden, life just sort of stands still. And by the next morning, they're sitting out on the deck and they're totally relaxed.
Giving up the courtroom for the kitchen, this former lawyer now shares her love for wine with her guests.
Because of our whole horse racing connection, we have a wine called Racehorse White and Racehorse Red.
I took a job with Buster Millerick, who was the original trainer, the real trainer that Hollywood didn't mention, of Seabiscuit.
Oh.
And so I worked for him, and I became his assistant trainer and exercise writer.
One highlight of his horse racing resume. Now Jim Fresca splits his time between training racehorses and training grapevines. At Rustridge, Jim and Susan's passions have come together to create the perfect blend: award-winning wines and happy guests.